like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 31. Alert!
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, 70!
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. Well, he did.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Hey, Alpha!
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Hey, Red!
Give me some. Here we go,
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. And Martin's got it complete. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hey, exit!
On first down, it's Stafford. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Vikings 16-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Guys, it's out of time. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, give me radar.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Switch. 53. Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now, 51 to Mike. 180. Hey, we're good.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Carr going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Mike. Monday, down. 180. Bring it.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Minnesota.
Down. 180. That's right.
Now Gordon on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Open man is Trey Burton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Like 7. Shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Watch the shit. Shit. Alert. Check. 0. Check. 10. Let's go. Let's get this ball.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Cooper's got it.
Here we go.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Here we go.
Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stafford looks to throw again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To try again after the sack. Stafford, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Throwing now is Carr, connecting with Burton here over the middle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Kill. Big 20. Hey, turn it up. 80 weapon. He's coming. We got double up. 40 got. Zero. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Play action. Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Go! At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Chris Conley. And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
No chance. Check them Omaha. Ready, move.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
It's a party now.
Now on 2nd and 16. Carr, he's airing it out for Sanu. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Lady. Hey, we gotta get like 7. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Check. Zebra. Check. What happened?
Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
It's our time.
Stafford. And caught right side, Green. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Set. 0. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. God knows, ready. Real right, 22.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford over the middle, open is Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crouch. Watch the pass.
Throwing again. Carr. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
694. Hey, Foxtrot. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I got one.
Now Carr again. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
180. Watch the run. This south, baby. That's middle. Mike 50.
Now Stafford. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford as his guys continue to pour it on. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, we're good. 180. Check 20. White Monday.
Here's Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
93. Get that quarterback. Mike. Hey, Charlie. 51. Come on, D. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Watch the edge.
This is Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
You can't block me.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He's checking. Zebra.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 5 now. Carr. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, get on!
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He's got the hook up with Conley. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. Hauschka adds the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Martin. So we got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The kick by Bryant is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Now, 180. Let him know, let him know.
From midfield, here's Carr. Connects with Sanu right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it turning into a...
Williams loses the football, and the Seahawks have recovered. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like